I had visited Marvelous a few months ago for a double preview event, I have to admit that I initially wasn't as excited for Story of Seasons as I was for Rune Factory. I've played a few of these games before, but wasn't really sure where else there could be to take the concept if it wasn't going for a total makeover as Guardians of Azuma did for its sister series. However, what caught me both on that day as I sat down to play Grand Bazaar for the first time, and continued to strike me now through an extended preview, was the sheer distilled charm and whimsy that this game oozes from every frame. If you're unfamiliar, Story of Seasons is a classic farming/life sim franchise that picks up where the older Harvest Moon titles left off, with the last several games in this series actually being remakes of those classics. You're a farmer moving to a new town to start fresh, and you'll go through the seasons by farming, foraging, and fishing to earn income and upgrade your farm. At the same time, each game introduces a town full of colorful and cozy characters to get to know, and you can even get married to one of them if you play your cards or blue feathers right. Where those remake titles mostly kept things in the same scope as their originals, however, Grand Bazaar proves itself much larger than the humble Nintendo DS game that shares its name. Despite the formula not changing much, it totally reinvents itself graphically with a seemingly increased budget that really helps it stand out. The super deformed style is mostly gone, but in its place is a charming doll-like aesthetic that properly sells each member of the cast without sacrificing too much of the franchise's identity. And Zephyr Town feels both expansive and dense with personality. Also helping is the abundance of voice acting, a big step forward for Story of Seasons. Much of the main story dialogue and all of the game's character events come with a full dub that brings the characters even more to life, accompanied by the usual filler-style voice clips that keep them from going silent for too long. Having voices is very helpful for keeping me invested in Grand Bazaar's expansive cast, and makes me even more interested in picking out my future farm husband down the line. The key addition to the gameplay loop is the titular Bazaar, a weekly vending event which you can bring your hard-earned yield to and sell it for profit. The backbone of the story revolves around the revitalization of this particular event, which had fallen out of popularity before your arrival, but is certain to pick back up as your sales increase and bring new people around. You'll complete quests for potential shop owners to convince them to set up stalls every Saturday, and in doing so, increase your Bazaar rating and unlock more game features. The thing that ultimately impresses me most about Grand Bazaar so far is how complete it feels. Like everything I could ask for from the series is being delivered in one delightful little package. You start out the gate with quality of life features like a bath that restores your stamina and the ability to activate multiple farming squares at once, and very quickly gain a large toolset that enables you to gather tons of materials from all over town. And then the town's famous windmills help you process those ingredients into more valuable finished items while you keep harvesting. It's a gameplay loop that becomes addicting pretty quickly, with my only real complaint so far being that I think the in-game clock moves a bit too fast for how much there is to do. But I think that also speaks to just how much I want to do everything. Say hi to everyone every day, water all my crops, search the woods for rare materials, and open my weekly stall. I have yet to see everything Grand Bazaar has to offer, but its cozy vibes entice me like a warm blanket, or in the current weather, a humming AC unit. If you're looking for a getaway of your own, look forward to it on the Switch, Switch 2, and Steam when it launches on August 27th. Thanks for watching. This video is brought to you by our supporters on Patreon. Nosy Pixel is run by a group of gamers providing independent gaming coverage through news, reviews, previews, and more. Check out our Patreon to help support our continued growth and subscribe to keep up with all of our future content. Now, check out some gameplay.
Hello there, dear. Welcome. Come again.
Noisy Pixel.